The Forging of Hope. The episode opens with sweeping views of Mwale, a sprawling kingdom alive with life and color. Merchants shout lively pitches in the crowded market squares, children race through the streets with infectious laughter, and artisans hammer final touches onto festival decorations. Traditional music fills the air as dancers rehearse for the evening's final performance under the dimming sun. The camera pans to Zuberi's small blacksmith shop tucked into the corner of the bustling city. Zuberi hammers away at an ornamental sword, his muscular frame glowing in the forger's orange light. He glances wistfully at the Royal Guard competition poster pinned to the wall, a sign of his postponed dreams. The scene cuts to the royal palace steps, where Queen Zinga proudly holds the Obsidian Crown. Her presence is magnetic, robes flowing, her regal demeanor inspiring awe in the gathered crowd. "Today, we honor our ancestors and their divine gift," she announces, raising the crown high to cheers. As the day transitions into evening, the streets of Mwale are illuminated by torches and lanterns. Zuberi emerges from his shop, drawn reluctantly toward the main celebration. "Come on, Zuberi," a friend teases. "You can't hide in there forever." Moments later, the sky shifts. The full moon aligns with the sun, casting a haunting silvery eclipse across the kingdom. The festival reaches its height with Queen Zinga placing the Obsidian Crown on a pedestal altar. She begins a prayer of thanks to their gods, her voice steady and commanding. Suddenly, a piercing whistle cuts through the calm. The sound causes an eerie silence to fall. A mysterious figure, their face concealed by a stark ivory mask, bounds through the crowd. Moving like a predator in the dark, they seem almost inhumanly swift. The thief leaps onto the altar, grabbing the Obsidian Crown before anyone can react. Gasps turn into shouts. Chaos erupts. Flanked by a handful of scattered guards, Captain Ao draws her blade and attempts to intercept the thief. But in mere seconds, the figure vanishes into the night, leaving destruction in their wake. The queen's voice booms, desperate and commanding, "Stop them. The Obsidian Crown must not leave the capital." Her words, however, prove in vain, as the darkness grows. As people rush to comprehend what has happened, the fallout begins. A spectral energy ripples out from the crown's altar, spreading through the gathered masses and outward into Mwale. It swirls with ominous tendrils of dark light, absorbing vitality from everything it touches. Crops wither, torches falter, the sky deepens into an unnatural pitch black. A harrowing scream punctuates the scene. Queen Zinga, in the heart of the chaos, absorbs the curse's most violent blow. Her strength falters as she collapses, a faint aura of corruption wrapping around her body. Concerned guards and citizens surround her. Zuberi, though far from the altar, feels his stomach clench as the air thickens with fear and despair. Minutes later, Queen Zinga, pale and weakened, issues desperate instructions while cradling the shattered piece of the Obsidian Crown. Her words find their way to Zuberi, who has stepped forward in the tumult. "You there," she gestures weakly, her vision faltering yet her resolve clear. "Take this piece of what remains." She places the jagged fragment into Zuberi's trembling hands. He stares, speechless, as the gravitas of her next words sink in. "You are the forge," she whispers. "Forge hope from despair." Her voice falters, but her gaze locks on him, piercing and determined. Zuberi hesitates. "Me? I'm just a blacksmith. I'm no hero." But her plea cuts deeper than his doubt, and something within him pulls against his resistance. The guards, a ragged and overwhelmed group, all glance at the young blacksmith as if her words have transferred all hope to him. "She's chosen you," Captain Ao says gravely, blood marking her hardened face. "Don't waste it." In the quiet refuge of his forge, Zuberi studies the jagged piece of the Obsidian Crown in the glow of the fire. The weight of the charge begins to set in. He takes deep breaths, contemplating the absurdity of being trusted with salvaging the kingdom's only chance. Alongside warrior Captain Ao to confront the mysterious Komosi clan. He stalks the forge, his hand steady and purposeful for the first time in years. No more doubting, he murmurs. This is bigger than me. His hands choreograph a dance of heat and metal molding. Sparks fly as the jagged shard of the crown takes the shape of a blade, no mere weapon, but something radiating raw power. When the sword emerges, it gleams unnaturally. Its surface pulses faintly, as though alive with energy. Zuberi marvels at the blade, unsure whether it's the crown fragment's magic or his belief in himself that has imbued it with its brilliance. As the first light of dawn filters into the forge, Captain Ao limps through the door. Though wounded, her fiery resolve has not dimmed. "I'm going with you," she says firmly, leaving no room for argument. Zuberi blinks in disbelief. "You'll follow me." "I'm not. I barely know what I'm doing." Captain Ao raises a weary but fierce smile. Leadership isn't knowing everything. It's having the courage to keep moving. You've already proven you have that. The two exchange an understanding glance. Despite their different backgrounds, they know they'll need each other to survive what's ahead. As they prepare to leave Mwale, Captain Ao shares vital information. The masked figure that stole the crown, the style of their movements, their mask, it's all tied to the Komosi clan. Zuberi frowns. The Komosi clan. The exiles. I thought they were just myths, stories the elders used to scare children. They are very real, Ao says grimly, and known for wielding forbidden magic. If they truly possess the crown, there's no telling the devastation they can bring. They must be stopped. Zuberi's grip tightens on the hilt of the blade. Though fear cuts through him, so does a burgeoning fire of determination. Zuberi's grip tightens on the hilt of the blade. Though fear cuts through him, so does a burgeoning fire of determination. Zuberi's grip tightens on the hilt of the blade. Though fear cuts through him, so does a burgeoning fire of determination. The pair set out from Mwale, leaving behind trembling citizens, decaying fields, and a sky perpetually veiled in gloom. The weight of the kingdom's fate presses down on Zuberi with every step, but he pushes onward. Their journey takes them into uncharted wilderness, dense, haunting forests with shadows that seem to move, cliffs where the wind screams and howls, and ruins whispering of battles long past. As Captain and Blacksmith tread deeper into the unknown, the reforged blade hums faintly in Zuberi's grasp, a beacon of hope amid the encroaching darkness. The path is far from easy. They encounter strange signs of Komosi influence, unearthly carvings, unnatural silences, and corrupted creatures that lash out in territorial rage. These moments serve as ominous warnings of the danger they are walking toward. In one harrowing encounter, a beast warped by the curse corners them on unstable ground. Zuberi struggles to wield the mystical blade effectively, his inexperience nearly leading to disaster. However, it's during this trial that he starts to trust in its power and in his own. Throughout these struggles, Zuberi begins to transform. His confidence builds as he faces peril and leads under pressure. Though doubt never fully disappears, he learns to carry it rather than succumb to it. The Queen's words didn't make you a hero, Captain Ao states during a respite. Your choices are what will. Themes of sacrifice and balance emerge as Zuberi reflects on the dual nature of his craft. Forging, after all, requires both destruction and creation, a balance he must embody if he is to succeed. The episode concludes with Zuberi and Captain Ao standing on the edge of a chasm, the vast ruins of an ancient temple sprawling ahead. Faint torchlights suggest the Komosi clan is close. As Zuberi tightens his grip on the blade glowing softly in the dim, he swallows his fear. We are not turning back now, he says firmly, stepping forward. The screen fades to black with the ominous sound of low chanting echoing in the distance. To be continued.